swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Washington Huskies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Give to the back, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go over the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Hauls it in. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. They're on that
breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he puts through the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quarterback making adjustments. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Huskies. The offense cashing it in on that drive. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Number 10, set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on 3rd down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They're working that left side. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Volunteers are marching down the field. A designed run from the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Brings up 2nd down.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. It's complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it. There he goes. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You've got to better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, A lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get the play immediately.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Working that left side. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Using his legs, it's Wynn. Running into the open space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
Makes the catch. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards and they'll move the chains. The Huskies will have it 1st and 10. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Throws to the back. Snags it. They will score! Touchdown, Huskies! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the second quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
21, Tennessee, 0.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, 1st down.
Quickly to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Fourth down coming up.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab, past the marker. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Try to get it to the edge. Creates a little space. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Third down coming up.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. Turning it on! They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Got the 1st down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Jumped on top of the pile.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll run the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Right on the money. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
Tennessee.
The Volunteers looking to convert on 4th down.
Here we go, here we go. Watch out, go over. Ready, go.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And they can't make the... on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
From the gun, the ground game. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Good enough.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Right back to the well. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Lion. Easy.
Wide receiver going in motion. Calls his own number. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more space.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Gorilla.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And the Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set. Over.
They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire.
Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice this week. They're up by 28 over Vanderbilt. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, the inside kid. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take the deep shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The Vols want to pick up the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. Lost the defense, he's wide open. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols!
Let's just call it like it is. The 1st half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off play action. He's looking deep. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Well, if at first you succeed, try again. They've already linked up twice for touchdown passes, so no question the quarterback here still in the first half looking for his go-to guy, but you got to give the defense credit there. They were expecting it, and they were able to make sure that one fell incomplete.
Back has it. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Runs through a tackle. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Vols will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Now sliding to his left. It's caught. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Pass to 10. Touchdown, Washington. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
42, Tennessee, 7.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They haven't had a whole lot of production, nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. Racing down the left side. The 10. Touchdown, Tennessee. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They'll move the tight end from the gun. He leaves it with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Plows through the defense. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Off play action on first down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
It'll It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. Makes a grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown!